Hi guys, it's good to have you back again. Yes, it's the Aviator Pro. If you're new to this channel, please do like and subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on any new content. Guys, I'd love to thank you so much for your support, for watching the videos, liking and commenting. I love the engagement. I love the feedback that you're giving me. And I also want to thank you for the new milestone that we've just reached of 500 subscribers. We hope to get more as we strive to give you more content, better quality, and we just need to keep you entertained and also to give you some tips maybe and share some experiences as well. Right, so without wasting so much time, as you can see from the beginning, I just called this one, it's a game of comebacks. I don't know if you all realize that in this game, especially when I'm playing, one of the big characteristics is I, at one point in time, have to lose big before I start winning, or maybe before I come back. And I'm sure that is not just peculiar to me. I'm sure that is what most of us experience. But probably the difference is by the time the win comes, most of you would have been finished already because, of course, it will be a small balance or something of that sort. But my strategy has always been I start off small. I always try and pick up 5x, 15x, and try just to build a balance. At times I even take a 10x when I just want to try and build my balance. So in this case, I started off at about 5k, and then I started off building it bit by bit, and I was just patient. I start off at 5, I go out of the game at 8. That's fine. I tell myself I've got 3k, it's enough for me to start the next round. When I get in again, I do the same thing. So I rose up all the way to 22. When I got to 22, I got out of the game. Then I came back again and I started battling, right? So if you look at the bottom there, you realize that it was right about just after midnight, if I'm not mistaken, right? And no, sorry, it was just around 28 past 6, and one of my targets is to target the half-hour mark, right? And the half-hour mark is where normally we get like a pink and something like that, or plus or minus around that time. It normally happens that way. That's how I see it. At times it doesn't, but in most cases, which is like 60-70% of the time, plus minus half past, between 25 past and half past, you get a good pink there, right? So that's where I was, and I was targeting that, and unfortunately I did not get it. So I stayed in the game, and I was just believing probably, okay, it's 29 past 6 now, and maybe something's going to happen at exactly half past or something like that. But like I always say, things do happen the exact same way. I continue to play, I continue getting focused, but remember from the beginning when I grew my balance, I grew my balance for times like these. So when you start playing the game, it is advisable that don't focus on getting big wins. Even if they come, it doesn't matter. The big wins will always be there. The multipliers will always be there. The thousands, the hundreds, the whatever pinks, they will always be there, and they're there on a daily basis. So what your hope and faith should be is you should be there when it happens. And now in this case, because I strategized in a way that if I grow my balance, when I attack, I come into attack, I go all out, right? So you'll notice that I missed the 5x, I missed the 4.99x, not because really I couldn't pick it up, but because I'm expecting that a pink is coming, I would just ignore that. And you'll see as I go that there's so many other purples that came that I also did not pick up. I also have maybe a few pinks that I might also have missed, maybe a 10, a 13 that I would have missed because I'm focusing more on the big one that I'm expecting that it should come, right? So like I always say, it's a game of expecting, right? Just believing that something is going to happen. And at times it really doesn't happen the way we want. It really doesn't go the way we are believing that it will. doesn't really matter. That doesn't stop us from doing what we need to do, right? So our part is just to place the stakes and then we wait, right? And the strategy remains the same. We wait in patience. We line there and try and see if we can just hold on and see if we can cash out something that is meaningful. It will not make sense for us to continue to cash out small ones all the time. Yes, I know and I understand there are times where you get a couple of peoples that come and you regret why you didn't pick up. Yes, we do. Like personally, I always do that. There are times where it can go be below 5x, but above 3x, like 5, 6 times in a row. And I'm actually asking myself, how about if I pick 3x all the way? Maybe I'll have benefited maybe another 3k on top of that and stuff like that. But anyway, when you pick a strategy for the day, it's always wise just to stick to that and learn to forgive yourself. If anything happens, it's fine. Everything is okay. It doesn't matter. It's part of what we meet in life. You fall down and you get up. As part of the game, like there's a saying that says, when you pray for the rain, be prepared to deal with the mud, right? It's a very, very intelligent proverb. It's a very wise one. Okay, what does that mean? By that I mean, we all want to win big, but we are not actually prepared to face the consequences that come with winning big. So I'll tell you straight up that if you are ready to win big, be also ready to lose big, right? And it will always stay like that. Where you need, or maybe where you get big results, in most cases, there's so much that is invested in it. It could be time, it could be emotions, it could be money, whatever it is, it's going to be big, right? So the emotions that I dealt with from the beginning, or that I still deal with at the moment, are so intense that when the wins come, they're so satisfying. You feel okay, you feel good, and you know better how to control yourself. I'll tell you, when I started playing Aviator, when I started holding on to get to 5x, it was a very difficult thing. But what I can tell you now, there's nothing as easy as waiting till I get even to 50x, right? But what happens now is, when you grow into the game, gradually you start getting used to it. But you only have to start getting to win, so that you can start gaining the confidence. If you keep on losing, you keep on losing the faith, you keep on losing the confidence, and then your emotions even get high, to an extent where as soon as you load the money, the moment you just get in, you're already scared that something bad is going to happen. Okay, fine, I know you attract negative things, but we don't want to attract negative things. We want to attract positive things. So positive thinking all the way. When you start, you say, okay, whatever happened yesterday, whatever happened last week, or whatever happened whenever it happened, doesn't matter anymore. Today we focus on today, and we focus on the game, right? So there I am, I'm still going down, and I'm still believing that, okay, fine, I've come all the way, but there is something that should happen, because now it's been quite some time. It's been over the half past that I was targeting, and nothing has happened. And now, because I've been checking the trends, there's been no pinks that have come through. So I'm believing that there should be a pink that should come, or a few of them, and these should be also big pinks. And because of that, now I have to stay, because this is the wrong point to come out of the game. Because if you come out of the game, in several cases I've come out of the game, and then when I came back, I realized that the pinks have already gone. And I've done that several times. I'm thinking, okay, let me save my balance. When I come back to check, I just see 3-4 spins after that one came a big one, and then came a blue and another big one, probably 3 big ones, and then I'll be regretting. So you will notice that as you play, you might need a bigger balance so that you can stay in the game, so that when times like these come, you are able to withstand all the pressure that comes with it, And as you start playing, always try and give yourself limits that maybe you have, say, 500 Rand and you are playing probably 20 Rand on the top and 10 at the bottom, right? You tell yourself, I'm going to start playing now. If I go down to 300, I will stop. If I go up to 1000, I will stop, then continue later. That is a very wise idea. That's how it should work. When you get in, just don't get in and start shooting all the way from the beginning to the end. It's not a wise idea. Just try and see if you can have a balance between managing your losses or managing your profits. So you should have that belief that when you start and you're going to win, you always focus on what you intend to get by the end of the session, and you've got a target for the session, you've got the target for the mini session, right? The mini session is the one that you're playing now, because you'll come in, go out, come in, go out. At times you realize you'll be lucky that maybe when you come in it's paying very well, when you go out it stops paying, when you come back in you bounce into it again paying. It happens, but you only get to experience those things when you play regularly, right? So, like I always advise so many people, do not try and take your last money or maybe to borrow money to try and multiply it playing Aviator. Try and see if you can get other means, and just try. I don't know how that's possible. I know the equation is very difficult, but what I mean by that is, if you borrow money from someone, or maybe you take a loan from the bank, or maybe you take your rent money and you decide to maybe multiply it, what it does is it gives you pressure from the beginning. In your mind, you'll be thinking, okay, this money is money for rent. So because it's money for rent, I don't have to lose it. So when you see a 3x coming, you collect it. But what you see now is you collected 3x and then it's a big pig and you didn't benefit from it. You see? And most of us, okay, most of you, if you check, yes, you've lost. Yes, there's been blues and stuff like that. But if you're honest with yourself, did the pink not come? You'll see that the pink actually came. And when you look at the pink that came, did you take advantage of it? No. That's the big question. So if you didn't take advantage of it, then when will the time come that you will start getting brave and start maybe taking advantage of it and start winning? That's why that preparedness is what we need, right? So now I've lost probably about 10k. I'm on 7.5. Just check this out, right? When that 9x that just left came, I was expecting now maybe that this is the time, right? And this has been like more than 10 minutes of playing and zero cash outs, zero, like completely zero, right? The reason why I've been skipping the 5x's and stuff is normally when I see that the pink hasn't come, I would love to cover for the other 5x's that I'd have lost. I normally cover that maybe by ignoring the first 5x, ignoring maybe a 10x, and then picking up at 15x. When I do that, it means I would have covered for the other three 5x's that I would have missed, and then I can continue from there. In several cases, it has worked, especially when I'm in great anticipation, and it happens that it has come through, and then I pick it up, and then yes, I just feel okay. I feel fine, right? So after a win, obviously, because you'll be so much under pressure, you feel different, you feel emotional and stuff like that. It's wise to log out and do other things. If it means going out to go somewhere, yes, call a friend, speak to a friend, yes, go to a restaurant, eat food, that's fine. You know, your McDonald's and stuff like that. If not, just find something else to do. Go and play your Candy Crush. It's fine. It's okay, right? Right. Or that edge. There's an edge that always comes when you're playing and you're winning, or maybe you've got a good balance there. Like I always advise most of my followers that try and play in sessions and mini sessions where you come in and you go out, come in and go out. It helps you to maintain and control your emotions, you keep your emotions in check, and then you keep your adrenaline low, and then you can also focus on knowing maybe and keeping that initial strategy of when do you want to cash out, or when do you want to leave the game, what's my target by the end of the day. But once you are out of the game, there's an urge that keeps on pushing you to come back. Go and play now. You are losing out. Go and play now. Right. To mitigate that, you can just go and play other games. I mean, you can even go to play slots. It's fine. Go and play slots and go and play 50 cents or 1 rand or whatever. Just go and play low and then while up time, and then maybe after a stipulated time, right? Which I would maybe recommend you that you can play the last maybe 5 minutes of the hour to the first 5 minutes of the next hour. You take a break, you come back maybe about between 20 past and half past, you play again, you come out, you come back again around 5 to again for the next hour. Those are the type of sessions that I play. So if you play like that, the likelihood of you winning, because around those times pinks come, right? So if you do the exact same thing, you'll find yourself that you will at one point get it, and be ready that when the big pinks come, you take advantage of it. There I am now. I'm on 4.7, right? 4.7. Things are not looking good, right? So ordinarily one would have left the game and said the Aviator is not paying, so I'm walking out. But for me, this is the sure thing that it hasn't given those pinks. And now, because I've been here, I've been checking, and I know that this is the exact thing that I've been waiting for. So I'm believing that this thing is going to happen. So if at this point in time, my strategy is if I die, I die. Because at this point in time, I can't let go. It's too late. It's too late to let go. I'm on 4,300 now. It's too late. So when I start seeing those blues, I know I'm very close to a pink. There is no way that it will continue forever playing in the blues and the purples and the blues and the purple. Look at that history. It shows you it's been purples and blues. There's no pink. So surely, a pink is on its way. The question is, how big is the pink going to be? The other question is, will I be able to wait? Will I be able to wait and hold on till I can cash out something meaningful? But my faith and belief at this point is I am still going to get it. I'm still going to make it. So now I'm on 3.9, right? And it's looking good for me now. And I'm thinking, okay, it's going up now, and this could probably be the pink. And indeed, yes, it's the pink. It's gone above 10. But for how long will I wait, right? So I check, I say, okay, just above there, I pick a 17x, yes, 17.5x. That was a good inspiration there, because I was actually thinking of going beyond that. But in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I got the 17x, but I'm just thinking this is not enough. This is not enough. Something should be coming. So I hang in there. I tell myself I will continue. I will continue. I'll hold in. If I die, I die. But I'm going all in. I'm going all out, right? And I'm just going to try and see if I can just balance between being over zealous and being overconfident not to cash out a good figure, but also being able to cash out a decent figure, right? So that I can recover. Remember, I started off, I think it's about 17 when I started doing this video, but prior to that, I was around 22, right? So before I played 22, I came from 22, I went to 17, I went out, and then I came back in. So when I began this session, it was about 17. So now I'm back. I gained a little bit, and I'm on 6.2, and I'm still believing that this might not, or this should not be the only pink that it should give. There should be surely a pink that's coming, and there should be bigger ones. So I'm going to hold on there, and then I'm going to still try and see if I can focus. That's why I lose this 5x, simply because I'm expecting that a big pink is coming. And because I'm expecting that a big pink is coming, I am going to hold on and just check if things are going to go well for me. So my faith is still high, though I'm getting a little bit worried, I was getting a little bit worried, but I'm still believing that something is going to happen. Something really is going to happen. So I hold in there and I check, okay, fine, it's been 19x there. And I'm thinking, yes, man, come on. I think something should happen. I think something should happen. So there again, there's a purple and I'm looking at it and I'm even contemplating, why don't I put 2000? If I put 2000, then I can also then just get a 3x. How about that? But I'm also thinking of the risk of just putting in it goes 0-0. Then I'll almost faint. But anyway, I decided let me maintain my normal strategy, right? Which I'm going to be bettering. I know lots of guys have been asking me to change and stuff like that. But this is a tried and tested. I've tried it, I've tested it, and I've seen it works, right? It works really well. It works wonders, especially with the second one. The second one gives me good wins when I hang in there and I catch it out at a very good multiplier. But there I am. There's been purples. Every time it goes above 2, I'm thinking maybe this is the one. But it's not happening. It's not happening for me. Why? It doesn't matter. But all I'm still believing that there should be a big pink coming. So I'm going to hold on. So they almost got again to 5x, but it doesn't even get there. It's another purple. Now look at the number of purples. It's been 5 purples now. And being 5 purples, you might start thinking and asking yourself questions. Why did I not pick up a 3x? Why did I not pick up a 4x or a 5x? It doesn't matter. When you pick a strategy, you stick to it. Don't change strategies in the middle of the game. You begin to do that. And one thing that I'll advise you to do is take a notebook, right? Just get your pen and paper. Write your strategy today, right? I want to pick up this at what, and I want to do this at what, and then keep sticking to that. Keep reading it so it reminds you. So now it's time for another pink. And I'm believing, okay, as you can see, I skipped the 5x, I skipped the 10x, and I picked at 15x. It gave me another 3k. And after the 3k, I'm on 7.8. I'm like, it's okay. If I pick the second one, then I'm fine. There I go. I pick up a 10k. Back to square one again, right? Just slightly above the 17k that I've started. It's fine. And this is so satisfying. If it doesn't go to 100, it goes to 92. You see what I was believing. That belief that something was happening happened, and it came, and I took advantage of it. That is the most important thing. So most of you realize that even though you've waited, when the pink comes, you are not ready. Why are you not ready? Because you're emotional. Why are you not ready? Because you're scared. Because the money that you are using is for bread, it's for rent, it's for transport, it's for something. And because of that, you're getting worried. But remember one thing, Aviator is not going to worry about what you're worrying about. It won't care. It will continue to take your money, to redistribute your money, to take your money from you, it will give it to someone else. But like the saying goes, fortune favors the brave, right? So I'm still thinking at this point, yes, it's still possible. That's why I'm holding on. Now I take a 10x, I get 2 grand. Look at where I am now. I'm on 19. So I'm back. If I don't cash out anything again now, it's fine. It doesn't matter. I got my balance back. I can get out of the game. It's fine. But I hold on again. And I'm holding. There's a risk of losing, yes. But there I go. I'm targeting 10x. It gets to 10x. I collect 10 grand. There I go. 10,000 on top. And guess where I am? I hit 30k now. So because I've been patient, yes, I've been hit, I've been beaten, yes, I can see the multipliers going, and this is what I was believing initially. And I knew, I somehow had this feeling that it's going to pay a big pink. And there it is, a big pink, 400. And if I was at a very, very good position, I would have maybe benefited from this big pink. But yes, I enjoy this game. I really enjoy it. Though being emotional and stuff like that, I continue to play, right? And I just left the game maybe for 5 minutes or so, and I came back again, and then I just continued again, right? So this is me. I'm still believing that something will happen. And I am staying in the game again, and because I've seen it several times that it can pay 3, 4, 5 times in a row. And yes, indeed, it happened. So I'm there. I'm still fighting. I'm still thinking, yes, it can do that again. I give myself a floor where I'll end, right? So my target now, I told myself, if I get to 25K and it hasn't paid again, then I'm going to walk out of the game. So there I am. I'm thinking, okay, fine, let me hang in there. I'm just going to keep on throwing my 200 on the top, 300, 200 at the bottom. You see how much effort there is in this game. So much focus, so much concentration, so much belief. Those are the things, those are the virtues that you need to carry with you so that you may be able to win in this Aviator game, right? So this game is actually not for the faint-hearted. You'd rather just watch from the terraces if you don't want to play. If you don't want to get the mud, like I said in the beginning, if you do not want to play with the mud, then don't pray for the rain, because you can't be praying for the rain and do not want to get dirty. No. You'll have to get wet. If you want the rain, get an umbrella, right? Get a raincoat, get some gumboots. Just make sure that when the rain comes and the mud comes, you are sorted. So yes, that belief is still on. And that belief being still on, I continued, and I'm thinking, yes, this is another chance. I pick up another 10x, and there I am. I got another 2000, and I'm thinking, yes, this time around, but unfortunately it goes on 22.77x. I was thinking probably it was going to come, right? So later on in the session, I kept on missing the 25x's, because it did 26x's three times, and I never benefited anything, where I would have possibly picked up maybe 5k, 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 that would be 15, or even in worst case scenarios, I would have picked maybe 15x, 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 that would be 3 times 3, which is a possible 9,000. But obviously, because I was becoming a little bit greedy, which I would never advise anyone, because part of my strategy is I always remind myself, once I get into the 30s, I do not have to chase the big ones anymore. I just have to start focusing on the 5x. If I get a 5x, I can pick up also maybe a 15x. That's enough. So at this point in time, I pick up a 6x. That's perfect. And I'd also picked up the bet there. If you can see, I went to 300, right? I was just being brave. Then, I came back again to 200 because I just didn't want to lose. So I came back to the normal 200, and I said, let me go again. Let me keep on trying. Maybe something could happen. And normally after a 0-0, something happens, right? It's not always the case, but normally, from my experience, when I go over a 0-0, something happens. Like previously, you see, after 22x came a 0-0. After a 0-0 came a pink. After a pink came a 0-0 and a 0-3 now. But I still believe that after something like that, something should happen. So I'm there, I'm just playing clever, and I'm thinking, yes, another pink can happen. Can I be lucky again? I don't know. But I'm thinking it's a 50-50 game at this point. If I get to 25K, I go out of the game, right? So I pick up my bet a little bit. I go to 300. I'm trying now. The reason why I'm trying to do this is I'm trying to see if I can probably get maybe a 10x that will give me 3,000. That would be good. That would be great. But now, obviously, when the 5x comes, I'll be ignoring it because I'm targeting a 10x. Why? Because my balance is okay. And I'm thinking, whatever happens, my floor is 25K. When I get to 25,000, I'll leave it, right? So there I am. I'm on 7, but unfortunately, it doesn't go far. It goes on 7.80. And I'm also thinking if I took it 7, I would have taken 2 grand. But it's okay. 2,000 has gone. It was a potential. I even asked myself, so what's the reason why I increased the bet if I'm not going to cash out earlier? But anyway, that's not the case. It doesn't really matter. I'm thinking, okay, this 300, maybe I'll try again. One more 300, probably I could get a big pink. If I get a big pink and I'm having 300, maybe I can cover so much ground. So I check my history again. I just check what's going on, and I say, okay, it's a 50-50 game. It's not that it won't pay or it has paid. No, it's around the 25 past again. And I'm thinking it's also in the range, the paying range time. And I'm thinking, okay, let me hang in there and let me just check if I can maybe pick up something. So, yes, I'm on 26K now, and I'm thinking, okay, if it gets to 25, I'll get out. But if it doesn't, I'll continue. And now I'm on 300 on the top and 200 at the bottom. Yes, this could be a good deal. I'm just trying to play around the permutations, and this is how I'm going to be playing very soon. I'm going to be doing 300 and 200. Yes, it's 500 in total, and it's not a very good thing when you start losing 500, 500, 500, 500, because two 500s make 1,000, and that's not a joke. Because if you have a very weak balance there, I'll be out in no time, and I'll be so broke. Now I'm getting worried because now I'm fast approaching that the 25K that I've been thinking of ending my game just in case I get there. But what I'm seeing now is I'm looking at the time, and it's now 26 past 7, right? And remember, like I always say, around 25 past, half past is also my time to jump in, and I normally get a good pink there. And I'm thinking, right, this time, right, it's not guaranteed that it will come, but normally around the half hour mark, towards the half hour mark, towards the end of the hour, something happens. So I'm here thinking, yes, 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 it could be the time. So let me continue. So I still have my 300 on top and my 200 at the bottom. And I'm thinking maybe a ping comes. If a ping comes, maybe I can take a 10x on the top one, and then I can take a 200 at the bottom. So yes, there I am. I'm continuously believing that something is about to happen. Now 5x, I didn't collect it, and I'm thinking, should I wait? Should I end here? But a pink didn't come. No, man. Let me go for it. Guess what I did? I just put in 1,100 on the top, and I did 200 at the bottom. This is what I call brave. Brave, like really brave, right? I'm still believing a pink is going to come, right? But I want to recover the money that I just lost, the X's that I didn't pick up. And immediately when it gets to 3, I get 3,400. That was just the 3x. I regret obviously exiting early, but okay, it's fine. It's fine. I got my 3K. It's just as good as 10x on a 300. So there it is. It goes about 10. I'm thinking, oh, I should have waited. But I know I wouldn't have waited that long. Look, I would have taken 20K. I'll try that sometime. Maybe it will work for me. But anyway, I'm thinking this time around, I've already taken my 3,000. And what should I do now? Yes, I'm waiting. I take another 10K. So I don't compare. I don't complain. 10K and it goes at 71 after taking a 50x. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy, guys. I got something. But thank you very much for supporting. Thank you.